I run free production apps from one laptop alone, with 6 Claude Code sessions open at the same time. If you're a solo builder who finally shipped product number 2, and now everything feels like it's about to crack, you already know the problem isn't building, it's keeping things alive. In the next few minutes, I'll show you the exact ops stack I use every day, the tmux layout, the per project config, and the guardrails that stop me shipping bugs into 3 code bases at once. Most Claude Code tutorials stop at launch day. I'm Lazar, I ship client automations for a living. And this is the boring infra nobody films. Let's open the laptop. Here's the scenario I want you to picture, because this is the one almost every solo builder hits around month 4. You shipped your first product. It works. A few customers pay. So you start product 2 because that's the only way the math works when you're one person. Then the client asks for a custom internal tool, and now you're juggling 3 code bases. One morning you wake up to a telegram alert that invoicing is down for a customer in a different time zone. Your lead gen tool is silently failing on a webhook, and you can't remember which repo you were in last night. That's the wall. Not building, running. The boring stuff. The reason most one-person shops cap out at one product is that the ops layer never gets built. They buy 3 SaaS dashboards, wire up Sentry, install 5 VS Code windows, and burn out inside a quarter. The existing advice doesn't help here. Most Claude Code content is about getting your first client or shipping your first MVP. Great content, wrong problem. Once you have 3 live things, you don't need more building speed. You need orchestration, context isolation, and a daily loop that surfaces the right fire at the right time without you having to go looking for it. So let me walk you through what actually works, end to end, on hardware you probably already own. Step 1. The hardware. I run a single mid-spec desktop, the kind of machine you'd build for gaming, with WSL Ubuntu on top of Windows. That's it. No cloud dev box, no code spaces, no remote VPS for development. The reason is simple. When you're switching between 3 code bases 20 times a day, latency kills you. Local file system, local Git, local everything. The only things that live in the cloud are the deployed apps themselves and the databases. Your dev environment should be 1 keyboard shortcut away, not 3 SSH hops. If you don't have a desktop, a decent laptop with 32 gigs of RAM does the job. The point is, 1 machine, 1 operating system, 1 source of truth for your code. Step 2. The tmux layout. And this is where most people get it wrong by trying to be clever. I use 6 panes, no more. 3 of them are Claude Code sessions, 1 per app, each pinned to that app's directory. Pane 4 is a log's tail, usually for whichever app I'm actively touching that hour. Pane 5 is a deploy and git pane, just a plain shell where I run commits, pushes, and deploy commands by hand because I want a human in the loop for anything that touches production. Pane 6 is a scratch pane for one-off queries, a quick database check, a curl test, whatever. That's the whole layout. I don't open a 7th pane. When something new comes up, it goes into pane 6 and gets closed when I'm done. The discipline matters more than the tooling. Step 3. And this is the one nobody talks about. The per project CLAUDE.md file. Each of my 3 apps has its own CLAUDE.md at the root of the repo, and these files do not share content. I used to have a master template I copied between projects. Bad idea. Within a week, the files drift. And now Claude is making decisions in app A based on conventions that only exist in app B. So each file is handwritten for that specific app. It contains the stack, the deploy target, the database schema in plain English, the 3 or 4 conventions that are non-obvious, and a list of files Claude should never touch without asking. Things like migration scripts and billing logic. That's it, under 200 lines each. If your CLAUDE.md is longer than that, you're documenting things Claude can read from the codebase itself. Step 4, the daily loop. Because without a loop, you're just reacting to whatever pings loudest. My morning starts with one place, a Telegram chat where an ops bot surfaces anything that broke overnight, anything that needs a decision, and any customer email that looks urgent. I built that bot once. It runs on the same server, and it means I never open 3 dashboards in the morning. One feed, tri-aged, 10 minutes. Mid-morning to early afternoon is build time. One app at a time, never switching unless something's actually on fire. I pick the pane. I work in that pane. The other Claude sessions sit idle. Late afternoon is deploy and review. Pane 5, by hand, one app at a time. Evening, I close everything except the ops bot. Step 5, the guardrails, because at this scale, one bad deploy can take down a paying customer while you're asleep. 3 rules. 1. No Claude session ever runs a deploy command directly. Claude can write the deploy script. Claude can explain what will happen. But the human types the actual command in pane 5. 2. Every app has a staging environment that's one git push away, and nothing reaches production without going through staging first, even tiny changes. 3. I keep a 30-second change log in each repo. Just a text file with the date and what changed, written by me, not generated. When something breaks 2 weeks later, that file tells me where to look faster than any commit history. What this gets you is the thing the courses don't sell, which is sustainability. I spend about 4 hours a day actually coding. The rest is customer conversations, planning, and rest. 3 apps, 1 person, no team, no burnout cycle. The ops layer is what makes that math work, and it's almost entirely free to build because it's mux, a few shell scripts, a Telegram bot, and the discipline to not open a 4th Claude session when you're tempted to. If you're running more than one product solo, and the ops layer is what's breaking you, that's exactly the kind of problem we solve for clients at BizflowAI.io. Go take a look at the real systems we ship, custom integrations, agent orchestrations, the boring infra that keeps small teams alive. While you're here, hit subscribe and ring the bell so the next breakdown lands in your feed. And if you want this built for you, book a free 30-minute discovery call at BizflowAI.io and we'll map your stack.